Bonafide Hustler here.
College Picker here.
Raiken Profit.
Retro aficionado.
What's going on, guys? Chris, the Bonafide Hustler, coming to you live from the inside of Hustler Mansion. Just kidding. But anyway, here we are, Green Room Hangout number 13. In this hangout, we're going to actually roast and or interview Raiken Profit. So, what are you pointing at, Raiken?
Oh, just a nice, cool little logo. Does anyone know what
Brooks
logo
Brothers.
this is?
Brooks Bros. It's a little.
Ask the people in the comments, but
sorry.
it.
The helicopter picking up.
Sorry, man. Let me make sure we're muted up on here on the
This
second
is number
feed.
14, Chris. I think you said 13.
Say what?
This is number 14.
Oh, yeah, it's number 14. My bad. God.
Damn, we're already at 14, huh?
Yeah,
Jeez.
14 episodes here on Green Room. So today's episode, we're going to be interviewing Raiken Profit for two reasons. First of all, so you guys out there can get a better, knowledge of who he is out there. Of course, most people know who Raiken Profit is, but there are a lot of people that want to know a little bit more about Raiken Profit, and this is a perfect place to do that. And then the second reason why we wanted to do this is for the people in the Green Room to actually know who their admin is. One of the 4 admins is Raiken Profit. And my name is Bonafide Hustler, and I'm from Austin, Texas. I resell just about anything I can get my hands on, and I use the channels of Antique Booth, Amazon, eBay, and Craigslist as of right now, and some other sporting goods stores around town that'll do consignment stuff. So that's who I am, and you can watch my videos on the Bonafide Hustler YouTube channel. And we'll go to CP down there. His name is College Picker. Who are you, bro?
My name is College Picker. I'm born and raised in Southwest Florida, still in Florida. And I do the same thing as them, buy and resell stuff. Mostly a lot of electronics and things that are fun, like bikes and skateboards and paintball guns. Anything that's like really, I like fun stuff.
Cool. Raiken. Well, hold on. Let's just not even, everyone knows who you are because we're about to get to know who you are, right? But anyway, this guy right here is one of the most amazing guys on YouTube when it comes to reselling. He has a brand new guide called the Blazing Profits, right? Is it Blazing something, right?
Yep, Blazing Profits.
Blazing Profits. Okay, I got it right. Blazing Profits, and it just launched yesterday. But I'll let him take it from here. I just wanted to cut him off for a second and act like a dumbass. So, all right.
Yeah, thanks for cutting me off, but in any event, no, I'm just kidding. Yeah, my name's Steve. I go by the name of Raiken Profit on YouTube. I think I have about 375 videos, so I've been taking everybody along on the journey and just kind of sharing my experience as a reseller. I am a full-time reseller. I started going full-time probably about, oh boy, I don't even know, maybe 8 or 9 months ago. Could be longer than that, maybe a year. But time flies by when you're a reseller. But yeah, I sell on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist. I am looking at getting an antique booth. Like Chris mentioned, I just released my latest program, Blazing Profits, yesterday, which is targeted at helping people making money from blazers, sports coats, and suits. But really excited for another Green Room episode, and happy to be here. Glad everyone's watching.
Yeah, and if you guys do want to check out a little bit more about Blazing Profits, he did put a link in the comment feed down below. And since the comment feed hasn't blown up yet, it's a good way for you guys to go check it out now and see if that guide is right up your alley. Of course, right, Raiken, any thrift store in America is going to have blazers. And like you said in some of your things, these are things that are very overlooked, right? People get scared about blazers in the blazers section. And I guess we'll get to this in our roast or interview of you, but it's something very overlooked, right?
I never agreed to a roast.
Oh, well, it's going to be kind of a roast in the same way. We'll see. And, the comment feed, people were like, I like a good roast. So maybe we should roast.
All right. if they want a roast, I guess we have to give them a roast. It's just the way it works over here.
Roast, man. That's true. Hey, Young, what's up? Tell people about you.
Yes, sir. My name is Young. I live in San Jose, California. Been doing this for a very long time. Don't let the baby face fool you. Let's see. I pretty much sell on Amazon, eBay, a little Craigslist. Don't really have a niche, but I sell it all, man. Anything I can get my hands on, I'll flip it. And I have a book called Blazing Chronic. And I'm just joking. Just joking. But yeah, man.
About opening dispensary.
Hey, is that what is that? Hornet? That's not Hornet. Jaguars, right?
This is the old school. I picked this up today. I just threw it on my Instagram, dude. This is fresh.
Jeez.
Not as fresh as this. I just played.
This is like 2 hours from the thrift store fresh.
$1 yard sale fresh.
Nothing is as fresh as my Just Cruisin' hat for $1 trucker hat. Look at that, with a cruise liner with a rainbow over it. Come on, Pete.
I have to go with Eric here because I don't think the Jaguars are gonna even exist the way they keep selling their tickets. So.
Young, take off your wig piece and show him it.
I think that hat might be worth it here.
Bro, this is brand new with tags, dude.
That's awesome.
This is used with sweat stains.
The coolest hat is Yang because he looks so natural. That's what triple zero double D000. Okay, pretty cool. And yeah, sound check. So people are getting ahead of us here in the comment feed. Let us know if we sound really good. It's very important that we don't go through an hour show sounding like crap. So definitely let us know if the sound is good. Now, we're going to start off, before we get to Raiken's actual interview / roast or whatever, we need to go over this one thing really quickly, and that is, what is the best find of the week? We'll spend about 10 or 15 minutes on this, so go ahead in the comment feed and tell us what your best find is. We always like to look at this, after the fact, because sometimes this just goes crazy in the comment feed. People are start putting the craziest things in, and it's one of the best ways to learn about some cool stuff. So we'll go around here real quick. My best find of last week was a whole huge lot of vacuum tubes, which I think are audio. They might be TV or audio ones, but a huge lot. I'm talking huge for $10, and it was boxes and boxes full of them, new ones and old ones. I thought that was a really good, easy risk score on my behalf to learn about vacuum tubes. And if you don't know what a vacuum tube is, basically it's the stuff that fits in the back of certain TVs and amplifiers, like tube amplifiers, tube radios, all kinds of stuff like that. They all use those vacuum tube kind of things. So that's basically my 2 cents, and that's what I found. I think it's going to have a good profit. What about you, CP?
Actually, I was wearing this so I could talk about it. This is a vintage Jacksonville Jaguars. You can tell by the old school logo on it. It's called a big logo hat, and it's made by The Game. It's a snapback. This is the logo for The Game, is that little thing right there. It's brand new with the tags. It's a little D-shaped, but I can fix that with some bags, a little bit of cardboard, and some hairspray or cornstarch. So I'm going to reshape it. The value on this baby is probably between like 40 and 60, and did I say it's called Big Logo? It's got like a humongous logo across it, but it's just like, it's $3. I picked it up today, and what else about it? 15% wool, 85% acrylic. So
Pretty cool. I like that.
it's sick.
Raiken, what's your best find?
Yeah, I think it was last week. It might have been a little later than that, but I'll still share it. Probably one of the rarest brands that you could ever come across. I actually found it. I went to a Savers, and the first thing I touched, you know how big a Savers is, how many clothes there are on the racks. The first piece of clothing that I touched was I don't know if I'm pronouncing it right, a Kiton, Kiton.
Chiton.
Chiton, is that how you pronounce it? It's an Italian brand, and those things are going for crazy amounts of money. Check those out, guys, on the sold listings. But
Then it probably is Keaton if it's Italian.
oh, so you're just guessing? Whatever. I'm known for slaughtering brand names, anyways. But
Should it end in a vowel if it's Italian?
Chitane.
Okay, Italian.
Keep going.
I'm just saying. I mean, most Italian stuff ends with like
We'll
a
look up the
vowel.
linguistic spelling, like the spell out, the phonetic spelling.
Cool. And so that's your best find, Steve. Cool.
Should probably bring in maybe around 150.
That's nothing, bro. I'm just kidding. Okay, that's great. That's actually really good for sure. So, Young, what's the best thing you've found the past week?
This past weekend, I found a lot of stuff actually, but I guess the highlight of my find was probably a pair of boots called Mark Nason. These things retail brand new anywhere between $300 to $400.
How do you spell that last name?
Nason. And yeah, so these are almost brand new, super mint. Bought them for $20, and in the condition that they're in the other room. I guess I can go grab it, but I'm not gonna go waste my time here. But yeah, I can probably fetch anywhere between 150 to 200. Mint condition, really high-end boots.
Yeah, I'm looking on the sold listings. These things are bringing in some good money. It seems like they're ranging, though. There's some that are going for like 20, then there's others going for like 300.
Yeah, I think the pair that I have definitely is more of a higher end boot. So yeah, I
Is it
currently have it at
leather?
huh? Yeah,
Is it
leather. It's
leather?
got some crazy designs, patterns, and buckles and stuff like that. So yeah, man,
Wow.
I was really happy about that one. So
That's good, man. And you usually
Yeah.
do FBA kind of stuff, so this is not FBA, right? This will be an
yeah, no,
eBay
this
thing.
is eBay. You know what's weird is, I mean, and you guys know, I keep saying this. I'm about 80% FBA, but the last week I've been really focusing on my eBay. So yeah, so this is definitely eBay.
Cool. Very good. So there you heard it. Let's actually look in the comment feed, guys. We got about 4, maybe 5 minutes. Let's go look in the comment feeds and see what people are finding out there.
Yeah.
Um, and then we'll get into the first part of Raiken's interview roasting. Wow. There's all kinds of people finding some really cool stuff. Hearts Pickers, Hearts Motor Company, we saw this in the green room, but he bought 40 pounds of Legos for 25 bucks. That's amazing.
Oh, that's right.
Considering the going rate for Legos is like $5 to $7 a pound, so you can do the math on that. Pretty good score. All
We got to
kinds
get
of
Ronnie on
people.
the show, man.
We will. We will one day. I mean, of course. This person right here grabbed a vintage Ampeg guitar head at a garage sale, shipping it tomorrow. Quick $400 profit. So the guitar head is the part that goes over the actual speaker. So it's like an amplifier for the speaker. Sometimes, a lot of times, they don't come together, right? When you get into serious stuff like Ampeg, which is mainly bass stuff, but you have guitar heads, then you have the big amplifier. I mean, the big speakers below that. Just so you guys know. So yeah, lots of cool things. You guys seen anything cool in there?
Mm,
Shout out to Raiken Profit here. May River 2009 sold a GPS without a good battery.
a Mary Uchi.
$34 profit.
Let's see.
Oh wow! The people that just said that are the people from the green room as well, Brock and Abby. Cool, and they're actually from North Austin, which you will be seeing probably a video with us soon. Actually, Bonafide and these two people, so that's pretty awesome. Hermes. Raiken, talk to us about Hermes dress shirt. Someone found one for $4 at Goodwill. Had a bid within 2 hours at $49.95.
Yeah, that's up there with that brand I was talking about, Keaton.
Okay.
Very high end. Never found that brand ever. I know I will eventually, but it's just such a rare brand to come across.
I found a tie, not a shirt, but I found a tie.
I think they're a little easier to find with a tie, but still difficult. Very high end brand, and
I've only found one ever. So
yeah.
Here's a cool comment. Old Scrooge says the best find of the week was picking up Blazing Profits yesterday, and the sound is really good.
Awesome.
Holland Hobbies, Fruit Loops World Jerseys Cycling Bib Jersey, bought for $4.29, sold in 15 minutes for $100.
Wow.
Damn, I should have tried for $150 is what it says.
Jeez.
I love Fruit Loops.
Shoulda, woulda, coulda, man. Honestly, that's how you learn how to hustle, man.
Yeah, but sometimes you want that fast flip.
Fast flip is great, but a 15-minute fast flip, I mean, where else are you going to go in the next 15 minutes? I mean, you probably listed it at nighttime, and it's like, well, that's the part where it's probably like, oh, man. There's a lot of cool people finding some cool stuff, man.
Yeah.
PS3 Fender Stratocasters, CP for Rock Band, 10 for both. Good deal or not a good deal?
PS3, Rock Band.
2 PS3 Fender Stratocasters for Rock Band, $10 for both.
Did they get the wireless dongle? If they did, then yes. If not, then no.
Okay.
It needs a wireless receiver.
Cool.
Because
Alright.
I don't even pick them up anymore if they don't have the wireless receiver because there's really not that much you can do with it.
Cool. All right. So is your guide that's soon to come out, CP, and it's actually in the editing stages right now, is that going to show
Oh
all
yeah.
these little things?
It talks about the receivers. It talks about so much. It's ridiculous. It's like 40-something pages, and it's like, it's honestly more like, I would say like more like a textbook than a guide.
Cool. Hey, I definitely want to see it, man. I see a lot of Rock Band stuff, Guitar Hero stuff, and it's like sometimes it's a tough call on a lot of that stuff, but this will hopefully help everyone in YouTube land make some money on that, right?
Yeah, I need a
Yeah,
text.
what you gonna price that thing at, by the way?
Probably between $20 and $30.
$20, $30. All right. Trust me, it's going to be well worth it. I mean, E-Money, anytime that my brother, and he's in the comment feed somewhere, but anytime he actually does one of these Guitar Hero sales, he makes 27 at low end, I think, on each one, all the way up to 50 plus. So
Jeez.
they do well. So you
Yeah,
can think about this: if you sell one low end one, right, for $27, and you bought the guide for $27, for example, then dude, I mean, does it not make sense to get educated? That's what it's all about. And Raiken is holding up my book like a champ.
I've sold them with profit margins over like $130.
Yeah, I did too. I've done two that I bought for 14 and I sold for 109. I don't know where they went. I can't remember now, but I remember those two just significantly. So I probably made like 37 on each or something. But you're right. Some of those can go crazy amounts, especially those Beatles ones. Have you seen those yet?
Yeah, I touch on the Hofner stuff and
Man.
the other ones.
I haven't seen the Beatles ones yet, like in person, but it's like I know all about like when I see them, I'll be able to pull the trigger.
I picked up probably like 3 Hofners. Wait, what? Why? Okay, we're talking about guitar. We need to be grilling Steve.
That's right. Okay, 8:17. We are going to start the Raiken Profit interview right now.
Hey, don't we have an announcement real quick?
Oh yeah, we have an announcement. Gosh, Raiken's like all over today. Okay, so we have an announcement, guys, and it's really, really good. So I'm going to get like super excited about it, right? And we have we have a copy of, not a copy, an actual full-blown Blazing Profits guide to give out free at some point in this green room hangout.
Yeah.
So you guys definitely need to stick around. And honestly, if you think that's really, really cool, why don't you just go ahead in the comment feed just say like, oh my God, that's awesome. Just type something in the comment feed, whatever your reaction is. It will not enter you in the contest yet, but let me know how you're feeling about this kind of stuff, because we want to make sure that there's value in our shows as well as maybe some cool perks on every show, whether it be a cool copy of my book or Raiken's thing or the Guitar Hero guide. We want to know that you guys are excited about stuff so we can keep doing it. So I'm going to go in the comment feed. We'll just watch that thing blow up if it does, but this is not the contest yet. It'll be sometime undisclosed, so you got to hang around. Sorry. That is like a really bad thing to do, but we got to keep everyone around. And it's going to be a good show. Anyway, so let's get to the interview here with Raiken Profit. And we'll spend about 10 minutes between the hustlers here, and then we're going to open it up to, we'll do 12 minutes from us and then 30 minutes from you guys out there in YouTube land. And I'll give first hold on real quick. Let me make sure I get this, because I made a post in the green room, and we always give green room people, should I say, priority in their questions to our guests. So right now we have one question from Green Room. It says, on average, what would you say your hours are Monday through Friday as far as sourcing and thrifting go? Also, how many stores a day? So that's your first question right there, and that comes from Aaron Goatley, straight out of the Green Room.
All right. It really depends. The last few months, I've been spending a lot of time on. I've still been doing eBay, but I've been spending a lot of time on actually creating the Blazing Profits program, along with working on a few other projects, including YouTube videos and whatnot. But I've probably been averaging the last few months about 10 to 15 hours a week, which is not much, but I've still been able to maintain anywhere between $4,000 and $6,000 a month gross sales. Obviously, not all profit, but that's due probably to a lot of my previous legwork of really building on my inventory. It's up to probably about 600. So 10 to 15 hours a week. I was only hitting the thrift store maybe once a week for the last few months. But if you were to maybe look back 4 or 5 months, I was probably doing more like 30 to 40 hours a week. And I probably hit the thrift store maybe 2 or 3 times a week. It's just, the more knowledgeable you get, the easier it's going to be to find inventory, and the less thrift stores you're going to actually have to hit. And over here in Connecticut, I'm actually blessed to have probably like 10 to 12 thrift stores within like a 20 or 30 mile radius. So, I hit them all the time. I could hit them every day if I wanted to, and eventually if I ever get a warehouse and some more employees, I probably would, but probably 1 to 3 times a week. And what was the other question? Something to do with listing?
How many stores a day do you go to? Let's talk about back then, and let's talk about now.
Like I said, the last few months have been a little weird, but it really depends how much stuff I find, because I can only handle so much inventory. I list probably on average 50 to 125 items a week.
Wow.
So it's been a lot slower the last few months, because I've been, you only have so much time in the day, and you got to focus your time on, certain projects and whatnot. But It really depends, honestly. There's times like where I'll go on Sunday when the color hits half off, and I'll hit 7 or 8 stores. There's other times where I'll go to one store and find so much, I'll just stop because I have so much. There's only so much inventory I can process. I don't want to, have too much stuff and have it sitting around,
Okay, cool. So that is the answer to that question, Aaron. Okay, so, and we're just going to kind of rapid fire you. So, Steve, where did you work before you were an actual hustler?
Yeah, so I was pretty much in like the restaurant industry. I worked at a few different pizzerias, and right before I actually made the transition from a normal job to picking full time, I was working over at the Cracker Barrel, which is an amazing restaurant right there. They got some awesome food and stuff. It's making me hungry just thinking about it. But I'll tell you right now, working in a restaurant, I'm sure a lot of you folks who are watching have worked there one time or another. It's a madhouse in there, and when you're dealing with people's food, oh my gosh, if you mess up an order, all hell breaks loose. All hell breaks loose. And it gets a little crazy in there sometimes. It can be very, very stressful at times, especially when you have like 7 or 8 tables, and then you get a table who's just taking their sweet time, and everyone's freaking out on you for a napkin and silverware, and you got to do side work. So I was working there, and haven't looked back. I'm so glad to be doing what I'm doing. That's why I give back so much, because of people like you folks who are putting out content all the time and just helping people out. I love it.
How long were you doing that for, Steve?
Well, I'm 27 now. So I started working at 16. I worked at a gas station. I worked at Toys R Us. I worked at Namco. I worked at just a bunch of random places, but probably the last like 4 or 5 years. Wow. I was working at like just random places, and I'd quit and I'd start again. I was a little crazy when I was in like 17, 18, 19. Like I was a maniac, so I'd quit and get a new job and work from paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah.
So.
Wow.
I got a question. Raiken, have you ever been in jail?
I'll be honest. When I was how old?
Shoot.
I don't even care. It's public domain. When I was 20, I got in trouble for some marijuana stuff. Nothing super serious, but
oh my god,
it was pretty bad. It wasn't the worst thing in the world, but I was in there for one day and ended up getting out. But I don't do marijuana no more. I don't do anything. I'm 100% sober. I have a drink once in a while, but yeah, that's in the past.
I've been in jail.
It's going to pretty much get legalized all across the United States.
Yeah, I mean, marijuana is not even that bad of a drug, really. I mean, I think alcohol is worse than marijuana, so.
The thing is, it just kills your motivation, and I've tried it after it, and I just don't like it. It gets you lazy, it gets you paranoid, and it's not for me. I don't mind if other people do it. That's fine. It's kind of like a phase that I'm not really trying to go back to anymore.
Yep. Young, you ever been in jail? I'm just kidding. Okay.
No.
Okay, now I gotta ask College Picker, and he's the last one who hasn't answered.
That's going to be a different week. Anyways, so.
You know what? With an answer like that, I bet you have been in jail.
Yeah, I'll take that as like a yes.
I got a question for Steve. What about lady situations?
I actually got about 3 or 4 thrift store girlfriends. They don't know each other. No, I'm just kidding.
What does that mean? What the?
I had a girlfriend a few years ago. Since then, I've been single. If it happens, it happens. I go out a few times a week, and I meet people here and there, but nothing serious has happened as of late. But you never know.
So, ladies, that means if you're single, Steve's available. Hit him up.
You're just gonna have to move to Connecticut, ladies. That's
bow chicka bow wow.
Steve, I also heard from a unknown source that you used to be a rapper singer.
What?
I'll tell you right now, you guys, when I was younger, I was a weird guy. Like, I was doing crazy things. But, yeah, when I was probably 14 to, like, 17, I was into, like, hip-hop and doing that type of stuff. I got a few songs recorded way back from, like, 16 and 17, still on MySpace somewhere out there.
Oh, my God. Somewhere out there, guys, like,
I went from wanting to be a professional baseball player to wanting to be a rapper to wanting to be a dancer. No, I'm just kidding.
Oh man, dude, I'm finding out all kinds of crazy stuff about you, man. I'm digging this. So do you prefer yourself? I mean, do you prefer listening to hip hop music?
I really like all music. I like rock. I like hip hop. I'll even
Okay.
listen to classical, country. You
Okay.
know.
Only reason I ask is because I'm an old school hip hop guy. I love old school.
Really?
Oh yeah, dude.
I love that old school stuff too.
Yeah, I can't stand the new stuff, man. That's garbage.
Dude, Young, Nickelback is not hip hop, bro.
Neither is Shania Twain.
No. Oh, that's garbage.
We are 4 minutes away from getting the audience questions, and they're starting to build up. So, what other questions do we have for Steve? Hey, Steve, where you traveling around this summer? I heard you're going to 2 distinct places. Where are you going this summer?
Yeah. So, am I allowed to just? Am I allowed to tell the one that I want to? The most recent one?
Yeah.
Sure, if you want to.
We've already
okay.
mentioned it in the past.
Oh, okay. I wasn't sure. I thought we had some, secret CIA stuff going on. But in that case, I guess I'm going to a place called a little tiny state called Texas, I believe.
Oh, yeah. Interesting.
I'm going to meet up with some people I know. You guys probably don't know them, but I'm going to meet up with them and, I don't know, do some hustling and whatnot. You guys will see. You'll probably recognize their face. Maybe. You might have seen them on Facebook or YouTube or maybe even in the green room. I don't know. But I'm also going to, I don't know if you guys remember that video I did with my mother last year, or it was like 6 months ago. We hit up a bunch of thrift stores for a few days. So my mother and I were going to Massachusetts when are we going? I think we're going the end of July. We're going to be going to Massachusetts, which is only a state over, but we're going to stay a few nights and hit some thrift stores. And then mid-August, I'm going to be with my buddy, some mother and son quality time. I love it. The older we get, I feel like we don't see each other as much, but it's like, you got to spend time with your family and whatnot. But mid-August, I'm also going to be going to Colorado with a buddy, and I've already got a few picker friends I'm going to meet up with. I got some family out there, so if anyone's in Colorado, I'm going to Boulder. So if anyone's around there, let me know, and I'm definitely down to do a meetup at some thrift stores, cause some trouble.
All right. Can you hear my dog?
Get into a dog fight.
Anyway.
Steve,
Okay.
your MySpace channel got dropped in the comments.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So Steve, so when you're listing your products, do you have like a pattern? Like do you listen to a certain type of music? Like, I mean, how do you go about listing it?
How do I go about listing my items on eBay?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like you get into a zone where you just like.
Yeah, I mean, is there like a certain routine that you do?
It's really different. Like over the last few months, I hired an employee/friend of mine. So.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Pretty much they do all the photographs. He does all the photographs, and he fills out these listing templates. Let me show you.
Yeah.
Here's one right here. I just got back
Come on.
I just got back a whole stack of them, so I've got about 60 of them right here.
And then you put it in?
So I'll pretty much just have my my pictures uploaded onto the computer. I'll have my listing templates right here. What's this? This is a Ralph Lauren Blake, size large. You got the measurements. You got all that information in there. If you could see, you probably can't see it that well, but he fills it out. I pretty much just sit down and bang it out, fill out the item specifics, get the listing together, upload the photos, and just pretty much bang them out. They take about 5 minutes each.
Okay.
Put in, but usually got some music in the background or some picking related stuff, and I just get in the zone. I feel like for me, like if I like do 5 listings and then I stop, like I just won't go back to it. So I try to stay focused as much as possible and try to get into that groove.
Okay.
Holland Hobbies has the funniest remark. It says, "Imagine that going to Boulder, Colorado." Anyway, you'd have to get that. CP got it real quick.
It's 420 friendly.
Well, I read another comment that made me chuckle.
There's some pretty funny comments in here.
Steve,
Okay, so
this comes from the real Infinite J. Steve, when all of your income becomes passive, will you be investing back into your rap career?
My rap career, I tell you, I am horrible now because when it comes to that, like rhyming and stuff, you've got to practice. I mean, maybe one of these days I'll drop a rhyme for you guys. But,
Hey, I got a question. Could you give us a quick freestyle?
I don't know if I have the.
No?
the balls to do it.
Come on.
I just dropped.
A certain word, and then we can see what he would rhyme with it.
All right.
What are
Let
you
me
gonna rhyme?
freestyle
what are you
a
gonna
little
rhyme
bit.
with profits?
Let me freestyle a little bit. I want to have some fun.
Okay, let's do
TP,
this.
the bonafide hustler, you know that you're the one. If I step onto the beat, you know I'm going to wreck this. I said in about a month I'm going to head to Texas. Next thing you know, I'm going to spit my flow, and then you could see me in Colorado. I'm not going to smoke. I'm done with all the drama. I might have gotten in trouble for some marijuana, but I'm just having fun, and I'm trying to make some money. I'm going to spit some raps, and maybe it'll be funny. Get you people to laugh, maybe just a little bit, but I am not illiterate. I used to smoke cigarettes, and now I don't consider it.
That's
Damn!
Oh,
The show's
dude.
over, guys. Roll the credits. The show's
Oh
over.
my God! What did they call that? What did they call Eminem in that movie? Like something rabbit, right? What is he called? In 8 Mile,
Peter
he's called
Rabbit,
the
yeah.
rabbit, right? That's you, dude. You're the rabbit, bro.
I'm the rabbit from now on YouTube.
Oh my God!
I changed
You're
my
like the
name.
bunny. No,
Rabbit
you're
Profits,
more like
dude.
the bunny. You're the bunny.
No, he's a rabbit, dude. He's like an underdog that you didn't know he could do it, and he does it.
Oh my gosh.
That's
That
pretty
came
cool,
out of
man.
left field.
That was great, dude.
That was awesome, dude.
Hey, if you guys in the comment feed really enjoyed that and want more Raiken raps,
Smash that like button, man. Fuck. Oh, excuse my language. But jeez, that was awesome.
so Louis the Seller said Raiken was the reason Vanilla Ice retired. That was
Hey,
awesome.
you know, someone had to do it.
Dude, this is hilarious. Okay,
Wow,
so
I didn't know he had it in you. Jeez.
we're into man. So people are getting really excited about your rap, Raiken. That was really awesome. Oh my gosh. So now we're gonna go 8:32 p.m. and at some point in this, broadcast, we're gonna give out the Blazing Profits thing for free. One entire Blazing Profits guide, which is not really just a guide, Steve. Why don't you tell people exactly what is in Blazing Profits real quick?
Yeah, so pretty much Blazing Profits, it's a lot more than a guide. It's an actual program. And just to break it down, to give you an overview of what's included in the program, the first thing is a 274-page book. Yeah, I said 274 pages. It's a lot of content in the book, and it's a PDF file, so you can download it to your phone, your tablet, or whatever. And it's got a lot of different information in there. If you go to the link in the comments, you could check it out. I mean, I think there's 11 chapters covering from how to differentiate between the items, the anatomy of the items, why I love selling items and these items and you should too, brands to buy, selling points to focus on, how to measure, how to ship, choosing a business model. I mean, the list really goes on and on. It's a pretty in-depth book that took a long time to create. And besides the book, there's 14 bonus training videos that all touch on different additional topics, a cheat sheet of 99 brands, bonus templates, and 4 bonus interviews with clothing experts that you guys are familiar with, folks that are on YouTube and Facebook that make videos and have been doing it for a while, and also just some additional resources that have helped me over the last year and a half of selling clothes and these types of items. So it's really a well-rounded program with a lot of content that could not only benefit the new person, that's obvious, but even like the intermediates and the advanced folks who haven't really messed with these items. So it's definitely a lot of information to go through. It's going to be tough to get through it in one day.
Cool. All right, so that's coming out pretty soon for free. 1 copy, guys. So just hang around. And now we're in the part of the show where we're going to let you guys ask Raiken questions left and right. So officially right now at 8:34 here it is Central Time. This is where we're going to start looking into that feed for questions. Raiken Profit's demo album coming out soon? Question mark. That's pretty funny. Oh my gosh. Does the EP come with Blazing Profits?
I might have to make one.
Oh, this is great, dude. This is
You got his Henry S. You guys laugh, but Malibu's Most Wanted is better than you.
Oh gosh. I think that dude. That's kind of like dating yourself, right? Malibu's Most Wanted. Wasn't that like an old school movie?
That was back in like
Not that that's bad to date yourself, but you know what I'm saying.
early 2000, I think.
Was it really 2000? I was thinking like late 90s, but anyway, okay.
Maybe, yeah, late 90s, early 2000. Who knows?
That movie actually came on TV like the other day, and I started watching some of it. I was like, man, this is a funny movie.
Yeah, man.
2003.
2003. Okay.
Okay.
Wow, that just seems like so long ago, but I guess it's not now. Okay.
I think there was a sequel. So fuck, is this really? That'd be really stupid to be a sequel.
So questions.
So,
We need questions from Steve,
yeah, we need
guys.
questions.
Come on,
They're probably coming in. We just have to refresh because there's a little bit of a delay on YouTube land. So I'm sure they're going to start piling in. But yeah, I mean, we definitely want you guys to know that the Blazing Profits thing is definitely available for. It's available for purchase now. Yes or no? Available for full purchase, everybody, or was it just a green room yesterday? How did that play out?
No, it's available for purchase for anybody. It's out there and it's ready to be purchased if you feel like you are ready to invest in your business. So I did offer a discount for all the green room members, and that's a thing. If you join the green room, right, Chris? You get discounts on products that we drop or future products. So
That's right.
you know, we like to show our appreciation for everyone in the green room. You know, for the support, for all the great things that they do in there every single day, the community that we're building over there. It's really becoming amazing in there. So I like to give back to, you know, folks who really show their hustler motivation, and they're inspired and they're pushing forward. People like that need to be rewarded, because it really takes a special person to be, you know, educating yourself and learning every day, and it really is amazing.
That's right. And how about CP real quick? Do you want to drop a little hint on something that we're working on in the background, CP?
Yeah, we're tossing around ideas and putting together a guide for just a 100 flat, amazing.
100 flat things. You'll see. It's a really good guide. We're actually working on it right now for you guys out there, and I think you guys will really like it. Of course, like Steve says, anything associated with Green Room is going to get early discounts. For my book, when it came out, I gave 50% off. I think it was for 4 straight days for anyone in the Green Room, so that was pretty cool. And then Steve, I think, launched his discount yesterday with Green Room, right? Steve?
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said you had a discount on your thing yesterday on your Blazing Profits for people in the Green Room, right?
Yep.
And
Absolutely.
is that still going right now until when? Indefinitely, or is it just the first day for you?
It's going to be at least for the next week.
Okay.
We'll see what happens from there on, but definitely for the next week, if you're in the Green Room or you decide to join, you can definitely save yourself some money on that program. It's about $10 save.
Okay, that's good. And then College Picker is reading something amazing. He's actually going to become amazing tomorrow. I see he's reading something very amazing already. So he just one-upped his entire hustling career right there. I can see him doing it.
Yeah.
What are you doing, CP?
Can I read a sonnet?
You can read whatever you want, man.
What is it, story time?
Once upon a time.
In a green land far, far away,
there lived a bona fide hustler.
a young hustler in his massive spaceship came into town and wrecked shop. Okay, so here we go. We got some questions now. They're coming in. And Louis the Seller says, Raiken sells on eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, and wants a booth also. Does he dedicate specific times or days for each individual platform? That's Louis the Seller, who is fantastic on YouTube, guys. But yeah.
Louis the Seller, shout out to him. You know, it's like a juggling act. It really depends. You know, if I've been banging out a lot of work on eBay, then, you know, I'll take some time off and spend it on Amazon, or you know, with Craigslist, I always like to be somewhat consistent, like, because a lot of the Craigslist items I'm getting are bigger items like strollers or bicycles, or, you know, just random heavy household stuff that it's just going to be difficult to sell. So the big stuff, you know, I like to get rid of it. So I'm constantly just selling little random things on Craigslist. But eBay usually comes first, and then when I get a little slow, I do some stuff on Amazon, because I like Amazon, but I like eBay so much more. It's just kind of like what I started with, and I kind of know it the best. And then, you know, if I got some spare time, I'll do some writing, or I'll make some YouTube videos. See, the YouTube videos, like, those things just come out of me like, it's not work, it's fun for me. Like, eBay, you know, it's kind of work, Amazon's work, Craigslist somewhat easy, but writing books and just like doing videos, it's just fun for me. Like, it just comes out. I feel like I'm like at the playground or something.
Okay, cool. We're gonna do some. I mean, there's a lot of questions coming in, and we're gonna try to rapid fire some of these. You ready, Steve?
I'm ready.
Picker399 says, Steve, are you still outsourcing any of your listings to Odesk? If so, how is that working out? Real quick, Steve, go ahead.
Yeah, I stopped doing it because it just seemed like the time that I was putting in to have to manage him and There's a few little weird details I had to do to make him understand what I was trying to give to him. So it was taking too much time. At the end of the day, I had to get rid of him. He was a good guy. He did a good job, but it wasn't worth my time. So I stopped doing outsourcing. I might look at it again in the future.
Yeah,
Okay.
I did Odesk like probably a year ago. I dabbled in it, and the lady was good. It was when I was on my road trip, and it was really hard to manage somebody while I was driving around.
Tortoise Picker says, if you had to sell only one type of clothing item and it cannot be from your new book, Blazing Profits in the Suit book, what would it be and why?
If I could sell one type of item, man, I'd sell the. I still love selling the wool Pendletons. Those things are freaking awesome.
So you're talking about the pure virgin wool ones, right? It says virgin wool.
Yeah, the vintage wool ones are crazy. And like if it has like leather elbow patches or anything like that, like the vintage stuff, even Woolrich stuff, like vintage stuff, you can't find it everywhere. You can't like a Ralph Lauren polo, like they're everywhere. They're so abundant. Like the stuff that is not, there's not a lot of supply, yet there's still a lot of demand from like people who used to wear them and can't find them. That's the stuff I really love selling. I enjoy selling that stuff.
Okay, I've got a question from Mad Main. Steve, where do you see yourself in 10 years? That's the first question. Go ahead and answer that.
Wow, that's a tough question, but just based on my own personality, I see myself investing in a lot of different things. Like I talked about this recently, I'm the type of person who, I get bored easily. I like doing a lot of things. I like kind of having like organized, like I like things being hectic but organized at the same time, if that makes any sense. Like I don't like just doing one thing. So 10 years, I see myself doing some real estate investing, maybe having a bunch of programs created, maybe in different niches, but definitely I want to keep pushing out with the reselling and you know the YouTube and the whole making money thing. There's something about me. I've always liked making money, and I really like teaching others. It's such like an amazing feeling. Like if I didn't have you guys on YouTube and Facebook and all the videos, who knows if I would have still been doing this. It's really what kept me going was that feeling of like helping others and just being part of the community. So I see myself just hustling a whole bunch of different things and you know, just doing what I'm doing pretty much. You never really know though. I really don't know for sure.
Cool. So that's basically the answers to Mad Main's question. There were some other questions in there, like still in Connecticut, still hustling, own TV show, but I think you basically answered that whole question right there. Sumaraba says, Steve, do you ever get funny looks when people ask you what you do or where do you work?
Yeah, it's funny, especially like my grandparents. I was on the phone with them today because I had a birthday the May 29th, and they're getting really old. And she goes, Steven, you going to school anymore? And I said, no, I'm not going to school. She goes, well, what are you doing? And I said, and I'm thinking, how am I going to explain this to her? Like, how am I going to explain what I do? Like, I sell on eBay. Like, I create books. I do YouTube. I do Craigslist. Like, she's not going to understand it. And I'm just like, I do a bunch of things, and she just kind of left it alone. But it's hard explaining it to people. They don't really think you can make money doing, especially like eBay or Amazon. They kind of look at you like, what are you really selling?
You can make money doing whatever you love to do. Just so you guys know, that is like the cheat to life. So a lot of people find themselves working in places where they don't want to. They're making money, but they hate what they do. So therefore, they don't make a whole lot of money. You know, you can make a lot of money if you enjoy what you do. That's just like the bottom line.
Especially with the internet, it makes it easier than ever to really follow any one of your passions. Any passion you want, you could start a blog, you could start a channel, and you know, just start giving, and it's going to come back to you. Anything you want to do. It's seriously reselling. The internet makes it so. We're so lucky. We're in such an amazing time right now in history, and you know, if we were to go back 100, 200 years, these same opportunities would not be here.
Yep. And that leads us into another question from Infinity Profits. Other than eBay and Amazon, how many other streams of income do you guys have? So we're going to have to answer all that real quick. But what do you think, Raiken? Just like think in your head. You don't have to say it out loud. How many true streams of income do you have? eBay would be one. You know.
I don't mind sharing. eBay, Amazon, Craigslist, YouTube through the Google AdSense program, my books, Kindle publishing, which is a whole different thing I do, where I outsource books in different pen names just on like topics that are in demand. But again, that's not under my own pen name because if I don't write it, I'm not going to put my name on it, obviously. I don't know. How many is that so far? Is that like 5 or 6 or something like that?
I don't know. I wasn't counting.
Amazon So I don't know, 6 or 7 right now probably.
Cool. CP, what do you have?
I mean, I don't really want to talk about us because it's like Steve's day, but
Okay.
I mean, of course, Amazon, eBay. I do some stuff on Etsy. Craigslist, I haven't been really doing too much. Side job, and I think that's it.
Cool. Young, FBA, eBay?
FBA. I mean, well, first of all, you guys know I do have a full-time job.
Okay.
But FBA, eBay, a little Craigslist, and I have other miscellaneous streams of income. So, yeah.
Cool. And then me, I thought about this at a traffic light the other day. I think my answer was 8, if I'm not mistaken. So, but I'm not going to go through those 8 right now. This is Raiken's time, although there is a question in here that I need to answer. Holland Hobbies, I would like to see a guide on bicycles. Is anyone thinking about doing anything like that? I'm actually making one right now, brother. So it'll be out in about 3 weeks or a month. But yeah, it's being made. I've been actually working on that for the past 2 weeks. So that's the answer to Holland Hobbies question.
Chris, you've sold bikes. You've sold bikes before?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. It's only like the very first part of my book. No, it's an amazing thing to get into. The season, comes around for you guys. If you're not in a winter wonderland consistently, if you're in a place that has seasons and colleges around you and young people that like to, I'm telling you, you got to get into bikes. But if you're scared to get into bikes, you don't know how to get into bikes, you don't know basic bike maintenance, just wait for my guy to come out and it'll be totally amazing. You'll see. So, anyway, more about Raiken. Raiken, which part is the most exciting to you? Finding a profitable item or selling that item for blazing profits?
I love how they describe that. It's kind of like an equal thing. Like, I'm sure everyone who's listening could relate. When you're searching for those items and you find it, like I found that key-in item, or like when I was at the yard sale and I found that. Just recently, I found like this cool little like Harley Davidson, New York Yankees little motorcycle figure thing. I posted up. Like, I'm just giving some examples. When you find that item, it's like you're going crazy. You're excited. You're pumped up. Deep down inside, you just want to run around and do jumping jacks. And then when you sell it though, when you like get that notification or you get that cha-ching and you look and you see it sold, it's like an equal feeling. So I don't know. That's hard. Maybe you folks in the comments could share what you think, because that's difficult. Do you guys like that feeling when finding it or selling it? Because that's a tough question right there.
Yeah, I think finding it is great. Selling it is great. The middle part, which is listing it, is where people are like, eh.
Yeah, you see how I just...
I think if it's finding it for myself, a friend, or a family member, I enjoy that better than selling it. But if it's not any of those sizes, I like just the sale, absolutely.
Man, we're getting some questions that are requesting all of us to answer them.
No, this is Steve.
This is mostly Steve's kind of stuff. So what we're going to do is we'll get some time to do that on the next Green Room Hangout number 15, which will be next week, because there's some good questions in here too. Let's think here. Steve, you have always... Okay, so this is from Billy Chacon. Steve, you always like to learn new things, so when will we see new videos for women's clothing?
Oh, man.
I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if I'm ever going to go into it. I'm just, like I said before, guys, like, it's so easy to find clothing nowadays in men's. Like, that's what I know. That's what I'm good at. That's what I specialize in. Like, when I go through the clothing racks, it's second nature. Like, I'm not thinking about, like, what I'm going to buy. It's like my brain just decides. It's like a robot inside of me. It's like that's how like, I'm not trying to say, like, that's how good I am and sound like that, but it's like, you get conditioned, you get this specialized knowledge, and it just becomes part of you. So, the day that it starts becoming really hard to find men's clothing, and it's like I'm twiddling my thumbs, and I'm like, wow, I need to find inventory. How am I going to do this? Like, but that day's not even anywhere close, because anytime it's a little slow for men's clothing, I'll look at antiques, I'll look at bikes, I'll look at other items I'm good at. So, I mean, I think it's good to maybe start spending a little time learning, like, the really, really hot brands like St. John's, St. John's something. That's a women's brand that just goes for ridiculous prices. So maybe I should do that. But I don't know if I'm ever really going to get hard into women's clothing. I feel weird too. I've looked through it and the women are looking at you like, I know some of you folks got maybe a tougher skin than me, but I don't know. It just feels weird.
This is a perfect time of the actual show, by the way, Steve, to for you to request everyone to thumbs this thing up. So on your actual, and I'll let you announce, because we're at, I think like something 50, okay, 60, no, 52 likes. But there are like almost 100 people in this room, and there have been over 100 at certain points. So go ahead and tell them to like this thing, because we know what's coming up next. Something that's really good and something for free.
Yeah, we got to get those likes. We got to get those likes up. I'd like to see those likes. What are we at now? We're at 55. We should be able to get to 100 likes. I think there's some folks out there. You're sitting back eating your popcorn. You're chilling. You're taking all this information in. That's awesome. Have a beer or two. But get up for a second. Hit that like button. Show some support. It makes us feel good. It lets us know that you guys, actually like this stuff and, are finding value in it. And I'm going to be giving away the Blazing Profits training program soon. Giving away fairly soon, which it does cost $37. It's going up to $47 in a week. So $47 value, ultimately, that you could get for free. And if you really look at it, thousands and thousands of dollars of value in the long run if you actually apply the information. So hit that like button. Show some love.
Yep, $47, man. That's going to be an amazing deal for someone to get that for free, honestly. Oh, man. So there's some interesting comments coming in, too. Okay, Super 3D Flyer says, I love the cha-ching. So that's to you, Raiken, right there. Well, who doesn't like the cha-ching here? Now that we got College Picker, are you reading my book?
Yeah, man, I'm sorry.
I'll just see you flipping through my book, dude.
I was looking for a really good quote or something, just like that.
There are a lot of good quotes in there.
Like sticks out like poetry.
Like poetry. I mentioned you and Raiken in the very back of that book, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Showing love.
But that's not good enough. So Dusty Trail says, I love these long shows. I have it in the background while I list. Gets you in the money-making zone. That's a common kind of comment that we get, is that people use this show in the background to get motivated. That's pretty cool.
Awesome.
So Steve, you have to do this forever, by the way, because now people rely on you to get motivation while they're doing eBay listings. Exactly. Flip-flops all day. What's up, guys? A little late. Was in the garage taking a boatload of pictures. Working hard, but it's muggy as hell outside today. Dude, hey, in Connecticut, is it cold or is it like hot? Like we had a high of like 93 today.
Oh my gosh, it was like 85 today, and I was thinking to myself, because I was dying. I'm like, oh my gosh, this is so hot. And I'm thinking to myself, if this is hot, what's Texas gonna be like?
Yeah, where in Texas are you gonna go, by the way?
I'm going to this town. It starts with an A. It's a small little town. Austin?
Oh, okay,
Austin, Texas?
Austin. So you're going to Austin. That's interesting. Okay.
Where do you live?
Man. I live in Austin, actually. That's really weird, man.
Wait, you live in Austin?
I live in
have to have a
Austin.
thrift off.
Oh.
A thrift off. A thrift off. Nice. That's hilarious, dude. You know what's crazy? This past weekend, I went to a garage sale with a stack of 51s with the little binder around it, and I never had a chance to use any of it. And I thought it would be so cool to whip out $51 bills, but it never happened. So, but it had like a little binder thing around it. It said 50, and like it was like orange. I was like, man.
There you go.
Who wins the thrift off is the person that shows up with the most ones. Automatically, you automatically win. So I think we are at. How many likes we got, by the way, guys? How many likes?
We're up to...
Oh, right, 75 likes and 2 dislikes. So we had some people come into this room and just show their hate, which is just...
That's okay.
Hey, guys, show your hate, man. We don't care. We don't care. That's hilarious. 2 people decided to come in here and jet out.
Don't you dare ask for likes. Boom.
Don't you dare be awesome hustlers with a cool show on YouTube. Okay, so... time for another freestyle Raiken. Uh-oh. Maybe that's how you're going to get that another 25 likes, by the way. What do we got here? 75 likes, and we're at 854. We're going to have to go, okay, let's just make a deal. 100 might be a little high right now because we asked for it a little late in the show. Why don't we get to 85 likes, okay?
Where are we at now?
Reasonable, as long as, let's get it, needs to be attainable. Over 100 people in the room right now, this should be like super quick. As soon as we get to 85 likes, bam. Oh, 82 likes and 1 dislike, so we had a hater come in, change his mind, and wants Blazing Profit.
Oh, yeah, we won over
awesome.
a hater. That's rare.
That is really cool. Thank you, hater. That is awesome.
There's not a hater anymore.
No.
Hater.
We curbed him around.
I'm sorry, that was me. That was me. I'm sorry.
Sup, my hustlers from Kentucky Tycoon, who is active on Facebook. Totally. And has his own. Does he have his own YouTube
Kentucky's
channel?
killing it. He's killing it.
Wait, does he have his own YouTube channel, or is it just Facebook?
I don't think so. He might. There's so many channels out there. I hate to say that I don't remember.
Yeah, me too. But he's always like on Facebook. He's got his own Kentucky Tycoon Facebook. Shows you a lot of cool things to look out for while you're out there in the field. So if you're subscribed to us, Young, if you're subscribed to Raiken Profit or College Picker and Bonafide Hustler, and you want another one that's really good, you definitely want to check out Kentucky Tycoon. He shows you a lot of good things, as well as Hoarding Profits, right, Raiken? Hoarding Profits is up there.
Yeah.
Doesn't he give a lot of like good, Facebook kind of stuff?
Yeah, he's got a lot of good Facebook stuff and also a lot of good clothing videos as well, which I always appreciate, and I think the folks do as well, because there's not many people putting out clothing content out there.
Yep. Oh snap! We got over 85 likes. Now we're at 89 likes, guys.
Shit.
And I think that irritated some people because now we got 3 dislikes. Oh my God! Haters come back.
Fashion
Yes.
reset.
Okay. Honestly, we really don't. We're just making fun of the hater kind of thing. We really don't care, honestly.
Yeah.
We're not. We're just trying to give you guys some good content, and hopefully you guys like it. Hopefully you guys decide to join the green room. And the same cool energy vibe is over there. Really ongoing, growing community where we basically facilitate the whole thing, and we're part of it. It's an ongoing community with tons of posts and just really fun stuff. So check it out. The link will be down below after this broadcast. Now it's time to give out Blazing Profits for free.
Yeah.
Okay, how are you doing? This is like totally improv here. Are we gonna
Maybe we should do another go to my Facebook page again. I'll do like a post or something possibly.
Why don't we do the likes on the YouTube channel, because that's actually like spreads the gets that video going really good, doesn't it? Or do you want to do your Facebook page? It's up to you.
Well, I'm trying to figure out if you do the likes, how you're gonna pick somebody.
Yeah. So they should go to your Facebook page and you should ask like a question, Steve,
Yeah.
and then the first person to get that question right, maybe gets the prize.
Okay, hold on, I got a question.
Is it in your Facebook? Everyone go to Facebook, yes or no?
They
No,
got
I haven't written it yet. I'm writing it now. Talk for about 1 minute, and then I'm gonna let everybody
Okay,
know.
so make your post on Facebook, Raiken, and it'll be the post. You guys better go to his Raiken Profit Facebook, and he's going to have an open post, right, Raiken?
Yep.
Okay, and then this is where you're going to put your answer, guys, as soon as you hear the actual question. Is this going to be a question that like only Raiken Profit, like super
If you're following me on Facebook and YouTube, you'll know this answer. If you're not, then you're not gonna know it.
see. So shame on the people who don't follow him.
Yeah. Oh man, shame.
You know, the people that are in the Hangout are going to be like the super followers. They're all going to know it.
Oh my
This
God.
is gonna be. I'll tell you right now. This isn't gonna be a difficult question, but this is gonna be a fight to the death. I'm telling you right now.
Okay, so it's
gonna
gonna be
be
the
about-
first person. It's gonna be the first person to answer
Fastest
the question.
Piper.
Okay,
It's gonna be the first person who.
go for it, man.
It's gonna be about 30 more seconds until this is up.
Okay, as soon as this thing is done, this green room show is over. But
I'm interested to see what it is.
it's gonna be cool. Oh wow, comments are going kind of crazy.
Great.
People are pumped.
Is this on Raiken Profit? Bro, how did you get less likes on your page?
Because somebody messed with my page, and must have bought me likes. And trust me, I would never do that because I know how stupid that is. Because it's not going to help you get any coverage or. It's somebody messed with my account and bought me like 1,500 likes, and I'm like, oh my God! And I'm looking at all these names, and I'm like, who are these people? They're all from like foreign countries, and now I think Facebook's starting to delete them off, which I'm very happy.
Where's this post on your Facebook, Raiken? Is it on your Raiken Profit or your actual? Where is it on?
It's gonna be just a regular post, like a status update.
No, but it's gonna be on the Raiken Profit page, right?
It's gonna be on a Raiken Profit page, and it's up. It's up. It's up right now.
Oh man, all right.
I don't see it.
It's up.
Oh, I see it.
Oh, there you go. Nice.
Oh, I see it. There it is. Guys, go.
Little calculation.
Hey, Steve. So people on YouTube, what was the question?
When was my birthday in full? The month, day, and year.
Okay.
Oh my gosh.
first person to answer it. Man, I'm fired up, man.
Wow, there's nobody has even answered it yet.
I know, because there's a little bit of a delay. So, but this is going to go crazy. There it is. There's the first one. You see it?
We got a winner.
God,
Oh,
man, that was so fast.
Cha-ching!
Oh
Damn.
my God.
damn, it was quick.
Sean Patrick commented no clue.
Dude, that is so fast. Look how many. Hey, look how many came in like right after that.
Oh,
Oh
my
my
gosh.
That's unbelievable, dude.
Jimmy John goes June 1st. No year, though.
Oh man, that's crazy.
Very close, though.
Oh, that was cool.
Son Sosa, no clue.
So what is the actual? Who's the winner?
So the winner is if it looks like
It looks like I think it was Zachary.
yeah, it looks like Zachary Penace.
Pennance was in first. That's why.
May 29th, 1952. No, I'm just kidding. 1987, May 29th was my birthday, so it wasn't too long ago. I ended up putting up a YouTube video as well, running a discount on my clothing brands book, and I did a Facebook post too. So it was out there if you guys followed me, but it was a tough competition. I give everyone credit, but wow, there was some crazy people commenting, really going in there.
Cool. So that person has to get with you behind the scenes, right, and get that.
Yeah, just
right?
Zachary, send me a private message, Zachary. Give me your email that you'd like me to send the program out to, and you'll have it within 10 minutes.
Well, that's amazing.
Wow.
And the funny thing is, like Zachary Penace, whatever, he is actively, like, I know I've seen him on my Facebook a bazillion times, so that's cool. It's going to a person that really cares.
Nice job,
That's really
Zach.
cool. Okay, so Raiken, how did this roast or interview go?
It went pretty well. You know, I had fun. I'm down to do it again. You know, I don't know. I might have to spit another rap one of these days if you know, people are enjoying it. You know, if I get enough you know, props, I might have to start a rapping YouTube channel. No, just kidding.
Oh, you got some mad props, dude. You got some.
Yeah, let me ask you this: like, were you even a little bit like scared to do that, or no?
I don't know. I guess I was a little nervous, but you know, I was just having fun regardless, so it was all good.
You need to improve on it. It was okay.
No, I know. You know, I gotta start reading the dictionary more often.
That was really amazing. I mean, there's no way any one of us could probably have done that. So yeah, that's a good skill. No, I'm speaking for all of us, actually.
Somebody's gonna chop that portion out of the video and put it in another video.
I got a good question that I just read. Do you leave the dry cleaning tags on for pictures? Because it.
Sometimes and sometimes not. I think it helps. You know, people like to know that it was dry cleaned.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. They would know
Yeah.
that it was dry cleaned, so I would think in that aspect it would help.
But a lot of times, like, items will just be sitting in the closet for 2 years and they have that dusty, nasty smell with the dry cleaner on, and I just rip it off because it's like it still needs to be washed. You know.
Cool.
So if it's musty, you take it off. But if it's
Yeah, pretty much. You don't want to mislead
That
anybody.
makes sense. No, it's perfect. Perfect answer from perfect guy.
Aw.
Hey,
You're never nice to me before. You guys roast me. Now you're so nice to me. Just
Yeah,
kidding.
that was really a roast. That was like a tiny. That was like a. That wasn't even a full-blown fire. That was like
Yeah,
a tiny
yeah, that wasn't all that.
Yeah, that was like a heating pad. Okay, so CP, what do you, CP? Are you
Yeah, I'm just reading comments.
Okay, you want to start wrapping it up a little bit?
Oh yeah, absolutely. Thanks everyone for joining. What is today? Tuesday night, and the roast of Steve. I hope we got some real good information, some good questions, and get to know a little bit more about his background. Some of the good, some of the bad, some of the ugly. Well, of course, we didn't get to all the questions, unfortunately, but we tried to. Maybe he'll go back in and answer some of them manually with his typing skills. But we appreciate everyone for watching, the people that are already in the green room, people that are considering it, people that will just do it in the future, whatever. We appreciate joining, your support, and I hope everyone has a great night and amazing sales. Like yesterday was pretty good for me. So
Cool. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Want to say some 2 cents?
Yeah. Thanks for watching, guys. It was a lot of fun. You know, I really enjoy doing these hangouts. But like Eric said, if you can, join the green room. There's tons and tons of information. I'm I'm always active, so you guys can interact with me and along with the other guys you see here on the panel. So
I bought these because of you, Young, and they're really comfortable.
Oh, really?
Yeah. You posted this today, and I found them today.
Okay.
You know what they are?
Okay.
Do you know what it is?
Yeah, they're what is that? Oh, Kohan. Yeah.
But with a special one.
Yeah. Okay.
It
See,
has
and again, that's the benefit of joining the green
It
room,
has
right?
the air in it, and it's amazingly comfortable.
That is the benefit. But yeah, so thanks for watching, guys.
Cool. And I will say from bottom of my bona fide heart, thanks for watching. Don't forget to pick up my book called Flip That Shh, and you know what that is. Really good book. It's sitting in the back of Raiken's. Oh, CP's got one. Oh, it's in the back of Raiken's thing too. My God. Okay, but thanks for joining and spending an hour here with us. Of course, I'm going to let Steve wrap this entire thing up, but I do want to say thanks a lot. Definitely join the green room if you get a chance. You'll love it, and it's a Facebook-based platform. I mean, how much easier can it get to get some great information from the 4 people that you love the most? And also, it's a growing community. The community is sustaining itself. It's crazy, so definitely join the green room. I think you'll love it. And I'm just going to say one last Sumaraba, Steve, since you're going to wrap it up. See, Sumaraba says, Steve should wrap it up.
All right, I'll wrap it up. I'll wrap it up.
Okay,
I'll wrap it up. I will wrap it up.
I'm ready at the stop broadcast button here in a second. So as soon as we're like, oh, I'm just going to stop it, all right?
Wait. Now, do you need some beats, man?
No, I think he's got it.
I can go a cappella.
Okay.
Well, it was fun with this show. I hope to see you soon. You could subscribe. You could hit the like button or join the green room. I enjoyed spitting flows, and I enjoy spitting raps. I got to congratulate my main man, Zach, because he's going to make a lot of money, or in other words, make a lot of loot for the brand new program, Blazer Sports Coats and Suits.
Oh, that was awesome. See you guys later.
Roll the credits! Roll the credits, damn it!